We'll start off with Tim Reynolds of the Associated Press. Tim?
Hey Cam, how are you?
Doing good.
I got two questions for you, Cam. The first, I don't know if you heard, but after you give the guys headphones, now you get the Adidas deal, and guys want scat backs from you. What's it like shopping for 110 guys?
It's hard shot for 110 guys. They just talked to me in the locker room about the scat pads, and we got some guys on this team driving better than scat pads. So they ain't getting no whip from me. They know that.
um, I know you have been part of rivalry games before. I know that you, of course, understand what Miami Florida State means, but now that you're in Miami Florida State week for the first time, um, what have you picked up about this rivalry and what it means to the people involved that maybe you didn't know?
Just the history of it, I would say. And I knew that even when I chose Miami, the rivalry with FSU. So I'm just excited that I finally get to play one of these games. The guys who've been on this team for full 4 years since Coach Chris Balls got here, they're excited for the game. So we get to go play good football team on Saturday. What else could you ask for? So I'm just excited to see Hard Rock. Have a lot of people, have some people in the stands wearing orange, so it's gonna be a good environment.
Thank you.
Next, we'll go to Adam Lichtenstein of the Sun Sentinel. Adam?
Hey Cam, how's it going?
Good.
So yeah, with the Bose deal and the Adidas deal, all that stuff kind of coming out this week. Just how do you stay focused on football and keeping your attention there while all this kind of the NIL stuff's all kind of happening too?
Doesn't bother me one bit. All that stuff, I've it's been done. It's just finally getting out there now. So, my mind's always been on football. Football is the reason why I want to make a living out of my life. And I know what I have to do on the football field. None of the other stuff outside means nothing to me. Doesn't mean nothing to our building, but winning football games. So that's the only thing I care about.
And I guess how much do you think playing at UM and succeeding at UM has helped you with that? I mean, obviously, no offense to Washington State, Miami's obviously a bigger market and a bigger brand than the Cougars are, and then Pullman, Washington is.
Well, I think Miami always had a lot to do with it. Just because, like you said, the brand that Miami has, that was really the biggest thing I would say. Just the brand had a lot of impact on it. But I'm blessed though, to be in this position to do stuff for like this, for my team and for myself. So I wouldn't trade this position for nothing. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to go 1-0 this week, play football. It's the only thing I care about.
Next, we'll go to Matt Trudell of Kane Sport. Matt?
Yeah, hey Cam. Can you talk a little bit about the run game getting going? I know obviously you can audible at the line and stuff. How much more dangerous does it make this offense if the run game can keep getting yards and chunk plays the way it did this past game?
Um, I think it's all gonna make us better. The run game makes my job a lot easier in the pass game for sure. Especially with the O line we have. They're very good in the run game. They're very good in the pass game. They're one of the best O lines in the country. I think this was the game that it was just turned up a notch. We could always run the football from the first game of the season. No one in our building is really worried about the run game. That's something that we pride ourselves on doing, and that's something that we're gonna continue to do moving forward.
Next, we'll go to Cass Clayton. Cass?
Hey Cam, it's you too. How you doing?
Good.
Good. I just wanted to piggyback on Adam's question about, compare and contrasting to the apple cut at Washington State. Leading up into this game, I know it's easy to say it's focus on being 1-0, but I want to know your preparation leading into a big rivalry game, not physically or scheme wise, but mentally. What's that preparation like going into this game?
Watching that tape, like I do every week, from sun up to sundown, watching tape, watching specific things that the other team does defensively. Third downs, watching they do on third downs, watching red zone, watching short yardage, watching backed up scenarios, third and long, second and long. The more I do that, I think we can just put ourselves in a better situation when we get in those situations in the game. So nothing really changes preparation wise. I prepare the same every week. And I just go from there.
We'll do a few more for Cam. Next, we'll go to Zuby Charles at Kane Sport.
What's going on, Cam? Just wanted to ask you about that touchdown pass you had to Jacoby George. Really similar to the one that you guys, connected on in Florida. They dropped like 8 in coverages. Run me through that play, what you saw and everything.
I checked the concept out there to JG, Strep, and Zay. They ended up they played the coverage that I wanted versus it, but they dropped back so they couldn't get into their routes as fast. But we rushed 3 against one of the best O lines in the country. They gonna give me all day in the world. And then scramble drills is something that we practice in the receiver room. They go to open space, they find it, and the O line they did their job protecting. I did my job putting the ball in the play. JG he made a great catch in the back of the end zone.
Next, we'll go to Adam Lichtenstein, the Sun Sentinel. Adam.
Hey again. So on the topic of the actual game coming up, just what have you seen from FSU's defense? I know the team's obviously struggling, but just what have you seen from them in the secondary and on their defense?
They got a very good defense, honestly. Their D line's one of the best D lines out there. The secondary is very good. The linebacker core is very good. But I think the main thing for us is just executing our base plays, executing plays that we're put into the game plan. If we do that and just consistently get first downs, it'll take care of everything else. And then really just be physical. I think we be physical, we'll set ourselves up in a good situation during the game. And if we do those things, I think it'll help us be successful on offense.
We'll wrap up for Cam with Tim Reynolds of the Associated Press. Tim.
Cam, I also wanted to ask you about one specific play from the Louisville game. Damian kind of goes up the middle and drags guys 5 or 6 yards, and the whole O-line jumps in and pushes the pile another 5 or 6 yards. How cool was that play from your vantage point?
It was good to see. I thought he was gonna score that one too. That boy Dane was running good. Mark was running good. The O line, even after the play, like you said, pushing the pile and stuff like that. That's stuff that we emphasize in practice, though. So it's everything we do in practice comes to light in the game. So it's really just a routine play for us. And we just got to have more plays like that in the run game and in the pass game.
Thanks again.
Cam,